We keep talking about the upcoming Sony Miles Morales film, which Sony has assured us will be one of their upcoming live action films in their Spider Man universe. And recent quotes from people involved with Sony's side of Spider Man have me a bit worried. So let's talk about the creative geniuses that will be working on Miles Morales. So, have you guys noticed how the Spider Man films, at least when Marvel Studios puts them out, they acknowledge the Sony films? It's like, oh, here's Spider Man No Way Home from the people that brought you Venom Let There Be Carnage and Spider Man Far From Home, right? And then the Venom films and the Sony films can be like, hey, from the studio that brings you Spider Man. But they don't have to state which one, but we know which one they're referencing, right? It's the same sort of mental gymnastics. Well, recently, interviews were conducted with multiple people across Sony's different Sony Spider-Man film universe franchises, whatever, right? And what I found interesting is that many of the same creative people working on all these and overseeing these films are saying that they are lining up their next handful of live-action projects and that they will all be on hand to work on them. Now, the only Sony projects that have been announced that are in development are Miles Morales, El Muerto, and honestly, I think that's it. And I think El Muerto might honestly be canceled and dead as well, so we don't know. But remember, when they said live action specifically, they said a Miles Morales film is coming after the next Tom Holland. And this definitely sounds like, when you look at the quotes from the people working on all the Sony stuff in the Spunkverse, that they're saying their next film is the Miles Morales film, not Marvel Studios. Therefore, I think they're kind of confirming what a lot of people suspected, and that's that Sony films, the people that made the TASM films, all that, Sony Pictures, Columbia, the people behind Madame Web, Morbius, Kraven, the Venom films, those same creative minds that brought those forward are going to be the ones working on this. Now, I personally don't like that, but I know there's always people that are going to say, look, Venom is better than anything Marvel Studios has done in the last 5 years. It's the best interpretation of X character, or it's superior to Marvel Studios. I get it. There's always people that are going to like it because they like throwbacks to the early 2000s films. But can we just for a second all admit that nobody who worked on anything involving Morbius or Madame Web should be allowed near a Miles Morales script? Because chances are what they're going to know about Miles Morales is that he has the exaggerated swagger of a black teen. Remember when GameSpot said that in their review and everybody was like, whoa, this is the whitest guy ever, huh, that wrote this? Can you imagine the creative team behind Morbius and Madame Web writing Miles? I'll let you all have fun with that one.